YouTube, this is Prometheus, the only YouTuber that shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So guys, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, also that notification icon so you can never miss an upload. So guys, I'm in the lab. I haven't really played around with the 34 bear defense at all this year. Pretty much stayed away from it from a defensive scheme. But I was in the lab playing around with the bear defense, and I found a fairly simple and easy blitz that you can set up. It's going to get you either a B gap blitz or a dual A gap blitz. It's gonna attack your opponent on the inside and loop around and catch your opponent off guard. So that's what I really like about this particular blitz. Now, the key to this blitz is making sure that you have the correct personnel to attack your opponent with and blending it into a defensive scheme to be successful. This is a very aggressive blitz. This is a blitz that you probably want to use on third downs or fourth down situations where you want to try to get that turnover and downs. So you don't want to spam this blitz, because any good Madden player is going to easily identify what's going on and adjust to it. So, but what's cool about it, it's very simple to set up, and then you can blend it in with a full defensive scheme. Now, when it comes to choosing players on this thing, basically what you want to do is you want to have fast linebackers, either middle linebackers or outside linebackers, because the speed of the linebackers is going to make the difference on this. So we're going to be looking at this particular team, which is the Falcons from Regs. Phenomenal roster for this particular blitz scheme. We're going to be using Deion Jones, and I don't know how to pronounce this guy's last name. Olokun, I don't know how to pronounce it, but you can see these guys have 90 speed, and they're going to basically get to the quarterback in a heartbeat. So what's cool about this blitz, essentially you can call it in multiple different plays and kind of go from there. Now, my suggestion to run this particular blitz and for it to be most effective is that you want to have your defensive base aligned. You're going to pinch your linebackers down. You're going to crash your defensive line down, and then you're going to go ahead and essentially go ahead and blitz all. Now, you're sending 7. Yes, that's correct. You're sending 7. Another thing I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and QB contain. And you're going to use basically this middle linebacker and take away any kind of a passing threat that your opponent is going to have against you. And what I want to show you is that basically the reason why the quarterback got rid of this ball really, really quick is that there is a guy that comes through this B gap with basically no blocking whatsoever. So I want you to watch the B gaps in between the tackles right here. On how these guys actually come in clean with this. So what happens is the middle of this line, the tackles and the guards basically get preoccupied, and these two guys, these blitzers, actually come off the edge and they're coming through clean. So this guy's actually he's got a route that he had to get past, but you can see how this linebacker right here actually comes in clean. And you've got, if he decides to scramble, you've got these contains out here that actually will pick these guys up. Base line, pinch down, crash down, and then blitz, and then QB contain. That's going to give you a little bit more time, and he's going to be forced to actually max protect. So I want to show you, basically he's got his running back blocking, he also has his fullback blocking, and we're still getting somebody coming in, and if he doesn't have his defensive correct, he doesn't have his reads down correct, basically it's going to put him in a situation where he's gonna be in some serious trouble. Now obviously, you know, if you're playing against someone that knows how to go ahead and use double moves and all that kind of stuff, they can basically abuse the splits. But this is nice to basically have in your back pocket when you want to go ahead and get a quick read and actually bait him into basically a potential interception. And you can see how the pressure just comes in screaming if he's not prepared for it. So he's going to have to max protect. So how do you build off of this blitz? Well, what's cool about this is that you can set up, you know, a lot of the common defenses that a lot of players use online, and basically have, you know, the standard defenses a lot of players like to use against their opponents. So you can go with your basically inverted cover 2 shell. Now all your defensive players actually explode out into zones. And now you've got your man coverage and basically your cloud flats out there just to make it more difficult for your opponent to read. So you can run into all these different types of defenses and show your opponent the same type of a look, and it's just going to really mess up his reads. So this is why I really like this defense. This is something that is a nice little scheme to have, because you've got your B gap blitzes, and then you can immediately drop back into coverage. My suggestion would be to use this as a coverage defense, either whether you're using man coverages or zone coverages, and just kind of blend in your defense from there. So once again, guys, if you do like to see more defensive strategies and tips, you might want to hit the subscribe button. I'll be showing you probably a sample of this defense against some of the players I'm playing against and stuff like that. And once again, thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.